Next guest is, this all dovetails beautifully because Heston brought him up earlier. The Boyce Thompson Arboretum, which, by the way, is fantastic, and we'll hear more about that, is on your way between the Valley and Resolution Copper. It's Arizona's oldest and largest botanical garden, founded in 1924, almost 100 years ago. It has 343 acres and 5 miles of trails, more than 20,000 plants on display from all over the world. Wow, that's amazing. And it's in the National Registry of Historic Places. They're expecting 130,000 visitors this year alone. Please join us in welcoming, she's been here before, but welcome back, the director of Boyce Thompson Arboretum, Lynne Nemeth. Lynne, thanks for coming back.
Well, thank you for having me.
Welcome to...
Delighted to be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. And tell us, give us a little spiel about the Arboretum, because I know a lot of people don't even know you guys are out there. Why should they come out and visit?
Well, it's one of the most beautiful places in Arizona. I think we're in the shadow of Picket Post Mountain. We're in the Queen Creek Canyon and riparian area. So it's a little oasis, really, and lots of plants, obviously, and wildlife. We're an important bird area, so we have birders out there every day. And it's just a gorgeous and peaceful place, and really a lot closer than one might think, just 30 minutes from Mesa.
It is. It's beautiful out there. What? Tell us about your background. How did you end up at Boyce Thompson Arboretum?
Well, I came out west here about 15 years ago, and had really wanted to get involved in environmental issues. And I had a background at that time in music, but then I had started my own consulting company working with nonprofits. Anyway, long story short, I went back to school and got another master's degree in environmental studies. So here I am today at Boyce Thompson.
That's great. Now, what has the pandemic done for traffic coming out to the Arboretum? Has it, since a lot of people can't do anything, has it improved?
Actually, it has. It was very unexpected. We really weren't sure how things were going to go, but what ended up happening was that people wanted a safe place to go, outdoors. We do have hiking trails. We also allow dogs to come in. And it turned out that we had a lot of new Arizona visitors this past year, and people who were interested in gardening, because again, gardening's it's great exercise. You get to go outside. And so we've been very pleased to see so many local folks coming to the Arboretum.
That's great. Now, I know you have endangered plants. That's a term I'm not that familiar with. Explain what an endangered plant is and what they're doing out at your place, and what are you doing to get them off the endangered list?
Well, you know, most people don't think of botanical gardens as being places that practice conservation, but if you think about it, that's what we're doing. We're collecting plants from all over the world in many cases, and then having them on display. But it's not just that. We also grow plants, and we collect seed, and then we make the seed available. So an endangered plant, or any endangered species, is a species that is rare or threatened in the wild due to poaching sometimes, habitat loss, drought, climate change, that kind of thing. So about 10% of our species fall into that category. So you would be surprised, well, at least I was surprised, to find out how many plants people just go into forests and wild places and dig them out. So a number of the cacti that we have, for example, are endangered because of that. So endangered really means that their populations in the wild are very, very low.
That's amazing to me, but nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to human nature. What if I were to come out there for a tour, and I want you to tell us a little bit about your tours, but if I said, Lynne, show me the most rare plants from around the world, What do people that are knowledgeable about that, when they see that you have X plant, they go, oh my gosh, I can't believe you have that. Is there one that comes to mind?
Well, we have a collection of cycads, and cycads kind of look like palm trees or ferns, and we have them from different locations from around the world, and every single one of them is rare and endangered in the wild. The reason for that is because they're actually relic species time of the dinosaurs, and so they used to be very, very common from all over the world, and now they're not. So these are a species that are actually 280 million years old, and we have a collection of them at the Arboretum.
Cycads. I don't know, but that just falls into a large category of things I don't know about.
Well, just think of dinosaurs and those plants that you see that look like palm trees around dinosaurs.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
them.
I remember that now from the Flintstones. I remember that's my reference point from the Flintstones. Speaking of tours, tell us about some of the tours that you offer out there.
Well, we have many, many different kinds of tours. Right now, we are not. We are capping the number of people that are coming in, but for the tours in particular. But we have an Arboretum Discovery Tour, which is for people that have never been there before. It's about an hour long, points out some of the highlights. We have geology tours because all of the rock around the area, and also we've got the Apache Leap and Picket Post Mountain. It's a very interesting geological area. We also have history tours. We are almost 100 years old. So you have some very, very old buildings. We also have some very, very old trees. We have some trees that were planted in 1920s as well. We have bird walks every morning, pretty much. So lots of different tours for people.
If somebody's watching this and they say, this is on my to-do list, I got to go out, how can they support you? Do they need a membership? Do you offer memberships, or what's involved?
We do offer memberships, which are actually quite inexpensive. We have an admission price that is $15 per person, and our memberships start at $60, which basically is 2 visits for 2 people. So, and we are a private nonprofit. We are no longer a state park or supported by University of Arizona. So, and I do have to say that Resolution Copper has been a great supporter and has offered us a lot of in-kind support too.
That's great. Well, you guys make great neighbors, and it's good to have you to the east of us there. The valley's going to keep getting bigger, so just keep up the good work. We'll send more people your way.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, and thanks for taking time to come out and tell us about it. Keep up the good work, and I'm going to come out and check it out. I got to go see some cycads.
Please do. Please, I will give you a private golf cart tour.
Well, see, now I have to go. And then I'm going to go out, and Heston's going to send me down the shaft. I got my weekend planned. By the way, are you open is it a 7-day-a-week opportunity there?
Yes, 7 days a week.
Okay, good. Good to know. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lynne Nemeth, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on Mesa Morning Live.
My pleasure.
See you next time. Come back.